In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 5th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Baltimore Orioles versus Texas Rangers. The third and final game of this series between the Baltimore Orioles and Texas Rangers takes place Wednesday afternoon in Arlington. Between July 4th, 2022 and Monday night's contest, the Orioles took down the Rangers all 7 times they faced off. On Tuesday night, a 7-2 Baltimore win made it 8. These teams will meet again at the end of May, but that's not important right now. Both teams will be focused on the game in Globe Life Field on April 5th. The Orioles are 24-54 in their last 78 Wednesday games and 1-4 in their last 5 during Game 3 of a series. The Rangers are 5-2 in their last 7 home games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The over is 4-1 in Orioles' last 5 overall. The Orioles are 5-0 in the last 5 meetings in Texas and 8-0 in the last 8 meetings. I don't like betting on pitchers making their big league debut, but DeGrom had issues in his Rangers debut. Also, Grayson Rodriguez is a top 10 prospect in all of baseball, so he's not just your everyday guy getting the call up. The Orioles' offense has been hot, and the Rangers have been stuck in the mud offensively through 5 games. DeGrom struggled in his first start of the season, and he's going to struggle again here. The Orioles' offense has been strong this season, averaging 6.4 runs per game, and they are going to get over their season average here. The Rangers also will struggle to give DeGrom run support, and that will be the difference. I'll take a shot with the road dog and the rookie pitcher, so the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. Both offenses have put up big numbers early, but I'm taking the under in this one. DeGrom has shut down the Orioles both times he's faced them and overpowers most opponents. His last start was uncharacteristic, and he'll probably look to make a statement in this one. When he leaves the game, he'll hand the ball to a Texas bullpen that has the lowest earned run average in the league right now. Baltimore's offense may only score 1 or 2 runs, and that'll be the reason this game finishes below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Houston Astros. The Detroit Tigers collide with the Houston Astros in the 3-game series finale on Wednesday evening. The Tigers send Eduardo Rodriguez to the mound. The Astros reply with Christian Javier. The Astros went undefeated against the Tigers last season, winning all 7 meetings. Detroit won the series opener by a 7-5 score on Monday night. The Tigers are 3-7 in their last 10 Wednesday games and 38-84 in their last 122 versus the American League West. The over is 18-6-2 in Detroit's last 26 road games. Meanwhile, the Astros are 9-1 in their last 10 Wednesday games and 38-14 in their last 52 overall. Houston is 46-19 in their last 65 at home. Javier was dominant last year against the Tigers as he pitched 9 total innings, allowing 0 runs. I can see him replicating that performance on Wednesday. The Astros are due for a win after losing the first 2 to an inferior Tigers squad. Detroit will struggle with Rodriguez on the mound. He allowed 3 earned runs against Tampa Bay in his first start of the season last week. The Astros offense bailed out Javier from a 3-0 hole in his first start against the White Sox last week, and the bullpen finished the job in an eventual 6-3 win. Javier is coming off a solid season and should do well in this finale also. On Tuesday, Houston got a pretty solid start from Valdez, but the bullpen wilted with 3 earned on 4 hits in 2 innings. Houston has to get it going at some point in this series, and I think they'll wake up in the finale. So the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The Tigers' pitching has been exploited. They surrendered 21 runs in 3 games against the Rays and 5 on Monday. Eduardo Rodriguez has accrued a poor 7.3 earned run average in his 8 career meetings against the Astros. The Tigers' bullpen is thin this year after trading away key pieces in Joe Jimenez and closer Gregory Soto. In addition, the Astros starter Christian Javier wasn't at his best in his season debut, allowing 8 hits and was fortunate to squander only 3 runs. The Tigers had much better at-bats in the series opener on Monday and collected 7 runs along with 6 runs in Tuesday's victory. The over is also 4-0 in the Astros' last 4 games. I expect plenty of runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco Giants versus Chicago White Sox. San Francisco and Chicago will resume their 3-game series after a day off when they square off on Wednesday afternoon. The Giants opened the series with a 12-3 win on Monday after losing their season-opening series against the Yankees. Chicago opened the season with a win over Houston, but it has lost 3 of its 4 games since then. San Francisco is 24-8 in their last 32 games against a team with a losing record and 11-5 in their last 16 road games, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games following a win. Chicago is 2-9 in their last 11 home games and 4-1 in their last 5 games following a loss, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games overall. The White Sox swept their lone 2022 series with the Giants in July at Oracle Park. Chicago put an exclamation point on their sweep by blowing out San Francisco 13-4 in the final game on July 3rd. Lucas Giolito limited the Giants to just 3 hits over 6 innings and struck out 7 to earn the win, and outfielder Jock Pederson went 2-4 with a double and an RBI to help lead the White Sox to victory. In the 6 games played between these two teams at Guaranteed Rate Field dating back to 2014, the White Sox have won all but 2. The White Sox dominated the Giants during that period, winning 11 times and 14 chances. Lynn has pitched effectively versus the Giants in his career and pitched well at home in 2022, so San Francisco will be facing an uphill battle. The Giants had difficulty winning consistently on the road last season, finishing with a 37-44 record. They hit a meager .229 away from their home stadium in 2022. The Giants did manage to win big versus the White Sox on Monday 12-3, but the chances they repeat the performance are slim. Logan Webb looked pretty good in terms of strikeout numbers in his season debut, but he couldn't necessarily keep runs off of the board, and I don't know if he'll be able to do it here. Dylan Cease has looked good at home for a while now and was really strong in his debut, stifling the defending World Series champs. I think the White Sox get it done here behind their staff ace. Most signs and trends point to a White Sox victory today, so the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. The best pitching matchup of the day takes place in the south side of Chicago. Logan Webb will toe the rubber for the visiting Giants, and he will be countered by Dylan Cease for the White Sox. The pair of aces were incredible on opening day, as they both had double-digit strikeouts. Webb took the loss to the Yankees, even though he struck out 12 batters because he allowed 2 home runs. Of the 4 runs he allowed to New York, 3 were from home runs, and the 4th was when a reliever allowed Webb's runner to score. That explains why his 6 earned run average is paired with a 2.83 expected earned run average, as the hitter-friendly conditions of Yankee Stadium worked against Webb. However, the biggest takeaway from Webb's start was his slider. It was nearly 2 mph faster than his slider's average velocity in 2022, as well as having a higher whip and put-away percentage. Cease might have had the best opening day start of any pitcher. He had the tough task of facing the defending World Series champions, and he exceeded all expectations. He went 6.1 innings, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits while striking out 10 Houston hitters. But even more impressively, Cease did not allow a walk. For a pitcher that had a 10.4% walk rate in 2022 and making his season debut, you almost expect him to allow at least 1 walk. Cease will head home for his first start at Guaranteed Rate Field, where the ace was nearly unhittable last season. He allowed a .185 batting average with a .262 OBP in 18 starts at home, and he allowed more than 3 earned runs in just 2 outings. In a battle of aces, a total of 7.5 runs is far too high. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started.